I want to share something with you guys that was just like a full circle moment for me today about something that God spoke to me 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was going through a breakup, and like the freshness of a breakup, and I'm like, crying my little heart out to God, and the whole why, like, God, did we really have to do this? Like, this was kind of drastic. Is this how I had to learn my lesson? Have you ever had that, like, God, did we really have to go through this type of moment? That's what it was. So as I'm praying and I'm like asking God for answers, the Lord was like, Kavaya, I had to pull you up so that you could pull my people out. It may seem drastic to you, but there's purpose in it for me. And thinking back, I can't even say that was like super encouraging for me. Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm coming to you about my heart, my hurt, my stuff, and you talking about other people? Like what are we doing here? I share that with you for multiple reasons. One, I had a full circle moment. So someone reached out to me and she was like, Kavaya, thank you for being as transparent as you are, for sharing, because Lord has been telling me to leave this relationship, but I'm really struggling to do that. And reading your words and listening to your videos has made me make a decision and stop being double-minded. That was like such a full circle moment to me. And then I was instantly reminded over the summer, someone reached out to me and she was like, Kavaya, how did you do it? Like, how did you walk away when you were living with someone, when there's bills involved, when there's furniture involved, like your daily livelihood of where you lay your head at night? Like, how did you walk away? We had a brief conversation about that, and literally that next week she was like, sis, I left, I moved. And man, like, whew, the full circle moment of being reminded of God saying, I did this because you're going to have to pull other people out. What you're going through in this moment seems drastic for you, but there's purpose in it for me. And 2 years later, to still be seeing that purpose of how what was heartbreaking to me is providing breakthrough for other people. Like, so crazy how what you think was going to break you, not only does that thing build you up, it blesses you, but not only you, it blesses those who are connected to you because of the breakthrough that you had from the thing that you thought was going to break you. It's crazy. I also share that to put emphasis on the fact that God said, it may seem drastic to you, but there's purpose in it for me. It may not be a breakup for you. It may be something else that you went through. And sometimes when we go through stuff, we're like, God, why? Like, I don't understand. And the very thing that may seem drastic to you, you don't know who you're going to have to help one day, y'all. You just don't know. We don't get to pick and choose how God gets glory from our life, our experiences, our mistakes, our disobedience. You just don't get to choose how he decides to use you. And so, I don't know. I just had to share that because it was just a full circle moment of, this is the pulling out that you were talking about. This is the purpose of what felt drastic to me in that moment. So I hope that blessed somebody. This is actually something that I briefly talk on in Forward. That is actually, I believe, day 32 of the devotional, y'all. I talk about a lot in here, okay? Devotionals on obedience, breakups, shame, faith, problems, hardship, joy, revelations that I've got through reading the book of Esther, through Abraham and Sarah's story, through the disciples when they were in the boat and they didn't have enough bread. I mean, there's a lot of breakthrough in here. So make sure you get your copy.